Alright, from this link I posted, I will have it in the agency tools with the videos. So that link's going to open up this, which is all of our agency statistics for the month. We want to go to the next tab, day before. I try to keep the tabs in order, so it's just bump, bump, bump right down the line. So what we want to do here is, if for some reason this is not in order, this copies, it mirrors from this page here. So everything should be in order. Now if the times are not in order, I'm going to show you how to fix that. I put the link here. You can go right to the sort page. This is the old schedule master brain. But basically, you're just going to do what it says here. Sort first A to Z, sort second A to Z. So you're just going to click the column, right click, sort A to Z. And that should put all the times in order. Now if there's 2 days, the dates are going to be off. So secondly, you want to do the date A to Z. I haven't coded the second day, so right now it's only got 1 day, but the 22nd should be on here. I may or may not be able to get that done today, but right now we're just dealing with 1 day. Okay, so we're back on this. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to copy this data only up until the 21st. So if the 22nd's there, we're going to stop here. Just copy it, and then we're going to go to the next tab, events. And we want to right click, and we're going to try to do special paste all the time because it protects the coding, and just hit value only. This will line up next month. Right now I just had to do some adjustments so that the Bigo ID has to be in this column, so that's why it looks kind of a little screwy today. Okay, I do see another fix I got to do. But that's not an issue. Okay, so once that's done, it's going to count all these as events. It's not going to count them completed or nothing like that. It's just going to count the events. So this part's a little bit different from what we were doing. I put the link for the main schedule here. It's going to open up. It's going to open up this. Now instead of taking a screenshot of this like we were doing, now we're just going to copy all the data up to the time, because now I won't have to manually do any of this. We're just going to copy it. And actually, let me put the link. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible with the links. So we're going to copy this link real quick. I'm going to put that link over here. Paste, and we're just going to name it post data management. Okay, we want to sort that. We want to blah blah blah. Okay, so I put that right there. So the host data, this is where we're going to be building the schedule and everything every morning now. That's the same link that's in the chat. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. And then we're going back to this page. And then we're just going to go to the bottom. I may have some of these tabs minimized so we don't have to scroll down so far. Just use my page down button to get down there. So right underneath where we did this, we're going to put this schedule right under there. Same thing. I do special paste value, and it's going to put this information in here. These columns will all be, well, actually, since we're on the new thing, I mean, I can make it look better right now. My monsters can fly. But anyways, it's going to put the subs in this column here where they need to be, and any that's unknown we're going to put in this column, not where it says the agency. I just put these in examples. But the subs for our agencies are automatically going to go here, so I have to type them in. The only thing that we do have to do here is, actually all we have to do really is copy all these, because it won't count the people that are not in our agency. Just go over to complete, and we're going to paste the IDs there. Now if they're incomplete, of course we're going to move that name from there to there, because we want the incompletes in this column. But we're assuming they're all going to be complete, so we want it in this column. Now if we want it, if we don't know, unknown, it goes here. So basically this part has to be done, because that's what counts everything on this page here. This is how it gets the data on what's completed, what's not completed. That's where all these numbers here come from. So that'll make it a lot easier, so we don't need the screenshots anymore. That'll automatically be done here. Okay, now once this done, the data is done, so now you can go to the last two tabs, which will be today and tomorrow's schedule. We can always dump tomorrow's schedule, which is already blank, and then we can do the today's schedule. Just go to the upper corner and delete the schedule. So whoever's doing the schedule in the morning knows the data is done, because this page is blank. I'm going to pause this while it's deletes. Okay, so whoever's copying Bigo's schedule in the morning, when they see today's schedule is blank, they know it's ready. That means that we've already got yesterday's data backed up, so they can go ahead and build the schedule. So we're basically just going to open up Bigo's schedule. Same way from the other videos. Everything's going to be done the same, except we're putting it in a different tab now. Because this is recording, it's going to be really slow, so I might pause it a few times here. Okay, everything else here is going to be the same. We're just going to do Control A to turn everything highlighted. I'm going to right click, hit copy. That may have not went. Sometimes it takes a few just seconds, so and then we're going to go back to the data, and we're going to put it under today. I'm going to click that. We're going to right click, and then whenever it pops up, we're going to paste it. Because it's recording, it's sucking all the RAM out of my computer. So then we're just going to paste it, and that obviously didn't go. So if you got to go back and recopy it again or redo it, it should delay. Like this time it'll go. I'm going to pause it again so that it doesn't take forever to load. But you're just going to hit paste and wait for the schedule to pop up. Okay, so once this loads, we want to get rid of all the cells, all the rows that are above the impossible PK. Sometimes there'll be 7, sometimes they'll have duplicates and triple tabs and blah blah blah, it may be 14. Just everything above impossible, that's what we want to delete. Now sometimes they put a row underneath impossible, it'll just be a blank clear row. If you see that, we want to delete it, because this data here should start on row 9. So row 9 is the key. That's where the first host ID should be. I'm going to make a new updated highlighter today, since we got a few new hosts. I'll have that up shortly. This here, I don't know why. Sometimes that goes big like that. Alright, I don't remember how I shrunk this down the last time. I got to figure that out from the other page. That was years ago. But you can always just shrink this column down, because we're going to need to see if they're valid or not underneath here. So just click row 4, go up underneath it, and then you can, make it bigger, smaller, whatever. Hopefully it'll do that like it did on the old one automatically, if I can remember how I did that. Okay, now what we're doing differently now is because Bigo keeps changing the columns and it keeps screwing up the coding. So this is a little bit more work, but it's actually going to save me a lot of work fixing each columns every day. So the ones that don't have an event, we're doing 5 columns, which is the 4 for the event and then the 1 in between. And we are just going to delete them columns and go down to the next one. So this is for everything that doesn't have a schedule. Delete. Now I had to put this on a new page because the old page, if I did this, it messed up the coding. So here we got all these. Delete. Remember, if you delete something that you weren't supposed to, you always got your undo button up here. And it's gonna, it may crash a few times because what it's doing is it's readjusting all the data. And it takes a lot of RAM when it does that. And it doesn't want to do it by 2. It wants to be a little fussy deleting these. This one's got 1 ID in there. It's probably an error, but since it's only 1 and it doesn't concern our agency, just delete it. And then we got the last one. So basically, when you're done, every column should have data, and there should be 1 divider between each. So this will save a lot of work with me having to adjust the columns. It seems like there's some events missing today. The friendly and the premium, because these are the ones that cause all the problems. If Bigo would put the username in the end column like the rest, I wouldn't have an issue, but this causes a problem all the time. So this way will fix it because I have all these coded both ways now. So instead of doing 30 columns, it's easier to delete those out. So it should speed up everything. So that's how the schedule should look. And then for tomorrow, we're going to jump over here and do the same thing. I'm going to let you guys do tomorrow's and practice with it. And if you got any questions, hit me up. I guess I should show the next step too. I forgot. Which is going to be on the main schedule. So we're going to go back to the day before data. That's where the link is, the sort link. And this sometimes takes a little bit to load. But it's always good that everybody knows where this is. See, when it's not sorted, the times are all out of order and blah, blah, blah. It actually looks like most of this is loaded. Sometimes you may have to wait 10, 15 minutes for all that data to get from the other page to here. But this is the same way we're going to do it to correct it before. The column A to Z. It should put all the times in order. And then the dates when we have multiple dates, A to Z. Now, anytime that you're going to have to do this is if you notice on the schedule here, this is not correct. Is that? All right, I'm going to put that link here too. I put a lot of the same links over and over and over because I want you to not have to look for the links. But in reality, I think you all just have 3 links now doing it this way. I just eliminated 2 links. We're going to go make a link.